right from the top political leaders downwards, that totally bankrupt people. They don't care about life, they don't care about love, they don't care about freedom, they don't care about the environment, they don't care about human rights. They only care about winning the next election by the old British custom of dividing you. Divide the Muslims from the country, divide the Sikhs from the country, divide the Christians by attacking them all over the country, and now divide the Kukis and the communities in Manipur by a policy of divide and rule. You have grown up in the Indian system of education, and the Indian system of education teaches you obedience. Obedience to your masters, your teachers, your professors, your parents, your husbands. Teaches you obedience. It is the most rotten system of education. Because it doesn't teach you to stand up for your rights even if you are young, against an elderly person who's talking rubbish. It doesn't teach you to stand up and speak out against politicians and leaders and ministers. You have to be obedient, follow them, listen to them. Because the elders have all the wisdom and the youth have only to listen and follow. That time, my dear friends, for you particularly, also for the country, because India is a very young country, with a large percentage of its population under 30. Very large percentage under 40. It's a young country in terms of its population. And you are a younger state in terms of the active population. You have to break that custom. You have to learn to be different. If you want to survive and you want to lead, and to claim your right as a leader of India, you have to break that custom. You have to learn to stand up to people who are destroying India, although they occupy high positions in society. You have to stand up. And you must have that belief in yourselves, in your souls, in your hearts, that what you think is correct, what you feel is justified, and what you believe in deserves to be believed in. I want to thank all those who helped us in our legal struggle. They came from different communities, but the main persons helping in the struggle were tribal. There were very few at that time on May the 2nd, May the 3rd, who were ready to go to court and tell the truth. I have to be careful what I say. But there are people, you must understand, read between the lines. There are people who are not willing to hear the truth anywhere in the country. So we went. And we spoke about how the attacks are taking place. And Amit Shah, dear Home Minister, who is supposed to keep law and order in this country, is a great person for keeping disorder and the breaking of law. It is the saddest thing. It is the saddest thing that people in such high positions use their position to destroy the rule of law in this country. Maybe a time will come when we'll write a history of Manipur. Maybe a time will come when we'll write the true history of India and the true history of the struggle in Manipur. Of how people in power were the greatest criminals in the field. That is what they are. That is what they are. And we do see and we bend and bow and come and, give them honor and so on. But actually, are they really leaders of India? I have no doubt in my mind, I have seen this for too long, I have done human rights litigation for long. I have no doubt in my mind that the criminals of the country are concentrated in certain places of power. You know that in Parliament, for example, something like 40-45% of all sitting parliamentarians have criminal cases against them. Now that is open news, so I can sleep openly, I don't have to worry. But in other high places, people use their power to engage in great criminality. I want to thank Elisa and Joyce and our legal team and Nikki and others. I want to thank all my friends who are sitting here today who gave us all the information for the cases, and I must say, we can feel proud that we put up, just like your friends in Churachandpur and Kankopi and elsewhere, are putting up a good fight against the assailants. We also put up a good fight in the court, and we continue to do that. But I must say, the assailants thought that they can attack us, burn our houses, burn our churches, destroy our villages, kill us, and rape our women. They thought that with the Honorable Chief Minister, dishonorable Chief Minister on their side, and the Manipur police, of course, on their side, they thought that they would have us on the run. But we are not the usual victims of India. We are not mild-mannered and temperate and forgiving and so on. No. We know that when we are attacked, we can give back as good as anybody else. And I think they got the shock of their lives when they found that although we may be poor, although some of us in the villages may be illiterate, although the land in the villages is dry and not capable of cultivation, and we are fighters. They got that shock of their lives. And I am so proud to be here today. To meet maybe the children, the relatives, the friends of those who are fighting on the front line for their lives. Self-defense. Entirely self-defense. No attack. No unnecessary attack. When we are attacked, we fight back. And that's perfectly lawful. Under Indian law, under international law. Fight back when you are defended. And I am sometimes so happy to hear the stories of that fight back. How proud of our people who are defending our homes, our churches, our villages. And what a lesson we have got. And I would say if the Manipur police was not there, even if the Arambai had its weapons and the Telugu, had their weapons, even if these armed groups, I asked actually, if the Manipur police was not there and the state did not have its whole police force supporting the attacks, I said it in court also, supporting the attacks. This fight would have ended long back. We would have stopped them in their tracks long back. It's only because the police are there, police officers are there interfering, preventing the attacks, not preventing the attacks from taking place, that this battle has protracted for so long. It started on May the 3rd, and I'll tell you a little bit about the court proceeding. On May the 3rd, the army was already in Imphal. It was already stationed because Imphal anyway is a troubled area. And the Air Force was carrying additional troops to land on the 4th of May. The Indian Army was there. When the thing started in May 3rd, 4th, 5th, the Indian Army was there but never called out. This is the great secret of the Manipur clash. Because the chief minister called the commanders and he told them, listen, I hear that when the cookies come to you, when the tribals come to you and say, please help us, we are being attacked. I am told that some of your officers are taking the initiative and going and helping them and stopping the attack. Please do nothing of the sort. Until you get orders from me, you commanders have to do nothing. Wait for me to clear what you do. So you have a situation where the army is there. You have a situation where the army is capable of stopping the riot right in the beginning. And you have a situation where the top person doesn't give orders for the army to act and prevent the killings in Manipur. So on May the 4th, 5th, 6th, when the attacks took place, I collected information and we went to the court on May 7th, I think, and told the court that there were 10 or 12 or 15 fatalities